Today, we will be focusing on the Triads in Hong Kong. The earliest Triads started as a resistance force who opposed Manchu rule in China during the Qing dynasty. As the Manchu ethnic group were regarded as foreign invaders in the predominant Han Chinese society of China. In the 1760s, the Heaven and Earth Society was founded, with its objective to overthrow the Qing dynasty and restore Han Chinese rule in China. As the society's influence spread throughout China, it branched into several smaller groups with different names, one of which was the Three Harmony Society. These societies adopted the triangle as their emblem, usually accompanied by decorative images of swords and portraits of Guan Yu. The term triad was first coined by the British authorities in colonial Hong Kong, as a reference to the triad's use of triangular imagery. While never proven, it is highly probable that triad organizations either took after or were originally part of the revolutionary movement called the White Lotus Society.
Where are triads based around the world?
Well, the Triads, of course, have their major facilities in Hong Kong and in all over China, but then they have an enormous society within Singapore and a fair size in India and in Holland for the drugs trafficking, as well as a really big society inside the UK and in America.
Where do the triads work and why?
Well, in Hong Kong, the famous Emperor Hotel down in Happy Valley is run and owned by very powerful triads. As well as this, the Grand Hyatt and the Vanessa Harborview Hotel in Wan Chai, their security is owned and run by the triads. And not to mention the very famous Dragon Eye Bar down in Lang Kwai Fong that is owned by a powerful triad as well.
What is the order of the triads?
Well, there's of course the Dragon Head, who is the head of all the triads. Then his treasurer is called the White Fan, and then his advisor is the Bamboo Slipper, who is also the messenger, and then his fighter, who does all the dirty work, is the Red Pole. And then all the other average triads are called the 49 Boys.
Can you give us any names of triads in Hong Kong?
Well, since it's confidential business and I'm an undercover cop, I don't have permission to do that. But I can tell you one thing. Many prominent figures in Hong Kong's daily society are associated and have links to Triad society.
Which is worse, Yakuza or triads?
Well, the Japanese Yakuza are certainly more ferocious and vicious and will do anything, and I mean anything, to get what they want. So I would say that the Yakuza are definitely more dangerous and deadly compared to the Triads.
What do the tattoos in the triad society mean?
Well, some tattoos signify which triad you belong to, such as 14K or Sun Young or Wasi Wang, but some other tattoos signify your status in the society.
What business do the triads run?
The Triads are in charge of a lot of brothels, gambling, and they have a mass amount of influence on the movie production and singing company.
What is the average age of a triad?
The Triads start recruiting students from ages 12 to 13, but the average age of a triad is 27.
How do you think the triads influence Hong Kong?
The Triads have a lot of influence over Hong Kong because Hong Kong has been the home of many stars in music and in movies, and they have sponsored lots of them.
Would you classify the triads overall as bad?
Yes, the Triads have done many bad things, and they only help if it has some benefit for themselves.
Why do most members join?
Well, a lot of people are recruited from the poorer districts because they have no control over their destiny. So they want to gain some status. They want to go from a nobody to somebody. That way, everyone will know their name and they have access to an enormous amount of money.